Spiritual Gumbo, back to the basics. And we are coming in the, the moments right before the flood, the happening of the flood, and we're going to just break down all that's happening as we read it. We went over the size of the ark the other day. Um, I'll get into the dimensions a little bit later. Maybe not this one. Probably during my review when I have a little more time just to hone in on that. We're in the Genesis chapter 7, chapter 6, and verse 19. And I will establish my covenant with thee, and thou shalt enter into the ark, and thy sons, and thy wife, and thy sons' wives with thee, and of all cattle, and of all reptiles, and of all wild beasts, even of all flesh, thou shalt bring by pairs of all into the ark, that thou mayest feed them with thyself. Male and female they shall be. Stop right there. Did you hear that? Male and female they shall be. Now, we have to stop and go back. It's a must. Because when Adam is made, he's not called a male. Adam is a man. Can you dig it? And Eve is woman. But in the chapter of 4 or 5, they tried to call Adam a male and Eve a female, but they're not. No, at no time. The Most High God man, this is a special one, y'all. The Most High God distinguishes between a man and an animal by calling the he doesn't call the male animal a man. So to distinguish that you're a man but that you're a male, that doesn't make sense. Which one are you? People are like, well, you're both because you're of the male species. No, stop right there. You're a man first. The reason why this is so important is because Adam calls his wife woman because she is of man or taken from man. Is the female taken from the male? See, indicative male to female end is one that inserts into the other, just in case you didn't know that. So, to be a male does not make you a man. To be a man is indicative that you would have to be a male. Anyway, I needed to stress that. Now we're back at verse 22. And thou shalt take to thyself of all kinds of food which ye eat, and thou shalt gather them to thyself, and it shall be for thee and them to eat. Oh, so that means that everything that Noah eats, they eat. That means that animals, anyway, let me stop. It means that animals obviously don't have to eat meat. And Noah did all things whatever the Lord God commanded him. So did he. And the Lord God said to Noah, enter thou and all thy family into the ark. For thee I have seen righteousness before me in this generation. And of the clean cattle take into thee sevens, male and female, and of unclean cattle, pairs, male and female. Stop right there. Did it not say that he would bring pairs of them all into the ark? So that means that when the Most High God is telling that to bring into the sevens, male and female, he means that you're going to have two pairs and then one and then an extra female. Right on? More than likely that's the scenario. And for the unclean animals, just the one pair. How I know this is true is because by the word pairs and verse 20, there's a symbol and it says two, two, meaning there's two of two. Now let me not get carried away. Verse 3, and of all the flying creatures of the sky, sevens, male and female. And of all unclean flying creatures, pairs, male and female, to maintain seed on all the earth. For yet 7 days having passed, I bring rain upon the earth, 40 days and 40 nights. And I will blot out every offspring which I have made from the face of all the earth. And Noah did all the things whatever the Lord God commanded him. And Noah was 600 years old when the flood of water was upon the earth. And then went in Noah and his sons and his wife and his sons' wives with him into the ark, because of the water of the flood. And of clean flying creatures and of unclean flying creatures, and of clean cattle and of unclean cattle, and of all things that creep on the earth, pairs went into Noah into the ark, male and female, as God commanded Noah. And it came to pass after 7 days that the water of the flood came upon the earth, in the 600th year of the life of Noah, in the 2nd month of the 27th day of the month. On this day all the fountains of the abyss were broken up, and the floodgates of heaven were opened. And the rain was upon the earth 40 days and 40 nights. And on that very day entered Noah, Sem, Ham, Japheth, the sons of Noah, and the wife of Noah, and the 3 wives of his son went into the ark. With him went into the ark. With him into the ark. There we go. And all the wild beasts after their kind, and all the cattle after their kind, and every reptile moving itself on the earth after its kind, and every flying bird after its kind, went into Noah into the ark, pairs, male and female, of all flesh, which is the breath of life. Stop right there. Did you notice that the Most High God is real slick, that he talks about the animals and he talks about the people, but we all know that the animals have the breath of life in them. Right on? From the creation of the garden with Adam to before Adam. It's really amazing to think that the people that the sons of Noah are married to may not fit that description. But I'm going to carry on. The actual breath of life. Verse 16. And they that entered went in male and female of all flesh, as God commanded Noah. And the Lord God shut up the ark outside of him. And the flood was upon the earth 40 days and 40 nights. And the water abounded greatly, and bore up the ark, and it was lifted high from off the earth. On high from off the earth. And the water prevailed, and abounded exceedingly upon the earth. And the ark was borne upon the water, and the water prevailed exceedingly upon the earth, and covered all the high mountains which were under heaven. 15 cubits upward was the water raised, and it covered all the high mountains. And there died all the flesh that moved upon the earth, of flying creatures, and cattle, and of wild beasts, and of every reptile moving upon the earth, and every man, and all things which have the breath of life, and whatever was on the dry land, what? And whatever was on the dry land died. Spiritual gumbo, out.